Welcome back to the Pick Six Podcast here on CBS Sports HQ, live at the Bellagio. See the fountains there. Beautiful nighttime shot here, Super Bowl 58, Kansas City, San Francisco. Back with Brady Quinn, Lee Douzable. This segment is presented by America's Navy. We are joined by Las Vegas native, Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. And guys, you don't know this, but Dorian Thompson-Robinson and I have something in common.
What is that?
Both born in Columbia, South Carolina.
That's right, baby.
That is correct.
And that's where it is.
But wait, neither of you were Gamecocks, though.
His mom was a Gamecock.
Oh, your mom was okay. There you go.
Yeah, she took that one for me.
I took a visit. I've been to Columbia. I love it.
He's buried in the lead. Your mom was there getting her PhD, correct?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
you want to follow her footsteps?
Nah, man. I took a visit up there.
Okay.
I took a visit up there, but you can't beat California, dude.
I hear you.
Can't beat California. I'm a West Coast kid, so.
Yeah.
So, Lige, we have two Cleveland Browns quarterbacks on the set here.
Yeah.
And DTR, you'll be happy to know I'm a Steelers fan. You started.
I don't know about happy.
You started against the Steelers.
Yeah.
And you got a big win against them. How did your rookie year play out? Because I remember watching you in the preseason, and you were going crazy. You were going off. And I said, one of the things, because I covered the draft as well, I watched you at UCLA, and I said he does a lot of things well. I'd like to see him maybe throw with a little bit more anticipation. And weeks 1, 2, and 3 of the preseason, you look like C.J. Stroud at some point. And I was incredibly impressed with the way your season unfolded. What would you take away from that in the learning process and the ups and downs?
Yeah, man. I think the biggest thing for me, and, everybody talks about my Ravens game and that first start I got in there and thrown into the fire. For me, that was the biggest blessing of my whole season. That was my defining moment for me for my rookie year. Learned a lot. Those two guys on the other side of the ball, and Patrick and Roquan, two of the best linebackers I've ever faced. And like I said, they taught me a lot about not only the league, but about myself and my playing style and how I can work on things. So
I'm always curious just your development and learning the offense, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you looked phenomenal in the preseason. I think it gave everyone kind of a hint of like, hey, you've got this under your belt. Then you get in the regular season, it's a little different, right? Game planning week to week, how different that can change. But you had a guy who obviously had NFL roots too with Chip Kelly at UCLA. So just talk to me about, I guess, your transition and what that was like once you got in there and were playing.
Yeah, so I came in a 5th-round rookie. Yeah. We got Deshaun. At the time, we had 2 other guys in the room. So I wasn't getting a lot of reps, right? So the mental side of things, it really taught me that, that's going to be the most important thing for you. It's not the physical reps and the practice reps, but being able to take it in the bag, take it from the classroom out to the practice field, even if you're not getting those reps physically, just being able to hone in on, like I said, your skill set, your job, what you got to do on a day in and day out basis to be able to perform still on Sundays. Yeah. And I think that's kind of what the preseason taught me for sure.
Yeah. DTR, coming into the league, and Brady, you can attest to this, we always have that rookie moment. Yeah. Like, what was your rookie moment this season for the Cleveland Browns?
Shoot. That's a good question. I'd probably have to say the Steelers game.
Thanks for that. Go ahead.
just the camaraderie I got from my teammates, my coaches. I feel like the level of respect that I earned in the building. I think that was probably my biggest takeaway from that game for sure.
So you played with a lot of dudes in Las Vegas. Like Sid Tillman was your teammate, I believe.
Yep.
And one of the guys coming out in this draft, I think was 2 years younger than you, Rome Odunze.
Yep.
Did you get a chance to play with him?
I did. He was on the senior team, and I had Cedric Tillman, Brevin Jordan, Jalen Naylor.
Good Lord.
All receivers.
Jalen Naylor was on that team.
Wow.
That's right.
All receivers and tight ends that's going to be in the league now.
So let me ask about Rome Odunze, because he has a chance to be a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
Was he a late bloomer, or was he physical then back in the day?
I wouldn't say he was a late bloomer, but you just heard the guys I named. So
yeah. And he was playing with those guys.
That pie is only so much. But yeah, at the time he was a young buck, so he kind of got the short end of the stick of things. But no, we always knew Rome had talent. We always knew he was going to be special, especially when he got his opportunity in college.
So no surprises with the way he played this year?
No. And you said you think he's going to be a top 10 pick. I think he should be. So
absolutely,
I do too.
Yeah.
I got to ask you about Joe Flacco. Obviously the quarterback. Just talk to me about the quarterback room in general. It's obviously a unique place, a unique environment. You guys have a certain camaraderie and chemistry, but talk to me about when Joe got in there, like the old man in the room, and how everything kind of went on the rest of the way. What did you learn from him?
First, I want to start by saying Joe is a phenomenal person, on top of being a phenomenal quarterback and MVP and all that. But man, I learned so much from him. I mean, just the first time he got there when we first signed him, and he's taking practice squad reps and doing 7-on-7. He's lighting our defense up at practice, and I'm just in awe because I'm a fan of quarterbacks. So right then and there, I fell into just asking him questions, watching film afterwards and beforehand. He taught me a lot about the game. Not only just asking him questions, but watching him and how he carries himself too. So,
So going from Joe Flacco, I want to talk about your head coach. I want you to be his marketing agent right now. Should
easy.
Kevin Stefanski be head coach of the year? And 2, explain why.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's written all year. We've gone through injuries. He's been put in a bunch of situations, and he's made the most out of them. He's put his players in position, like myself, to win football games, and we did it at a high level this year. Obviously, we came up short in the end, but man, I couldn't have asked for a better head coach.
Can you talk a little bit about C.J. Stroud, because you faced the Texans twice. You beat them late in the season, Week 16. He didn't play in that game. And then in the playoffs, he was playing out of his mind, and he had a lot of answers for a Jim Schwartz defense that very few teams had answers for. We saw him Week 1 against the Ravens, and he looked lost, and that's just reality. And then something clicked. Were you surprised with the way he played, or were you not surprised? Or what did you take away from what he was able to do from across the field?
No, man, I wasn't surprised at all. Like you said, he struggled a little bit in the beginning. But again, I feel like it's more so a credit to, the guys around him, his coaching staff, the way he's developed, and he's taken all that and run with it. It's the same thing with Brock Purdy and those guys, and what I'm trying to aspire to be is to be able to take an opportunity and really run with it, and I think he's done that at a high level this year for sure.
Absolutely. All right, you got something, Brady? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, we got to get his prediction right for the game, don't we?
Oh, man.
Before we do that, we're going to play a little game for social. I got Ruben Palacios.
Okay.
Social stuff. So listen, we want to create the perfect offense, and you can pick. I'm going to give you the categories: quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers, and tight end. No Browns player, so you don't have to go back and answer questions about that.
Oh, man.
So we'll start with tight end. We'll go reverse order. So if you could have any tight end in the league.
And I can't pick a Browns player.
No Browns player.
I can't pick my Pro Bowler, man.
And no Brevin Jordan. You can't get teammates from high school either.
No, you can't take a Joko,
Yeah, I'm going to go with the one in the Super Bowl. I'm going to go with Kelsey.
Kelsey.
I'm going to go with Kelsey.
Right.
You're okay with all that?
Now, is that because you maybe want to meet like Taylor Swift at some point?
Oh, man. I ain't going to say all that. At least not on TV.
All right, 2 wide receivers. Any wide receivers you want. Who do you want to be throwing to?
Shoot. If I'm the OC, I want, let me get Jamar from the Bengals, and then let me get Jay Jettis. Let me do the LSU combo.
Wow,
Okay.
All right.
Hey, it worked for Joe Burrow.
Exactly. They got chemistry together already. We should be straight.
All right, running back.
Ooh. That's a tough one. Let me see. I want to go with Pacheco because I like how he run. He run hard and nasty.
Someone said he ran like a little kid trying on shoes.
Little kid trying on shoes.
Oh man.
I think Nate Burleson said that. I give him credit. I think he said that.
No, I'm gonna go with Pacheco.
That's not a bad one, man. He runs
Just go
angry.
back.
Yeah.
All right, QB, no Browns QB, so you can't get yourself. You can't hand one out to Joe Flacco or Deshaun.
Shoot, I know he didn't play this year, but let me go with A-Rod. Let me go with Aaron Rodgers.
I like that.
He stayed with the West Coast, though. He stayed with that West Coast.
So, you know how to ball.
Brady beat me to the question. Who do you like in the Super Bowl? This matchup, Super Bowl 58. Let me ask you this first. Who'd you grow up rooting for?
So I was a St. Louis Rams fan.
Okay.
I was throwing it back. Yeah.
So you were probably like greatest show on turf, right? Like through that at that time? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you don't have a dog in this fight. So who do you like?
Oh, no. But, shoot, let's go with the
see if he holds to the AFC allegiance.
That's what I'm trying to see.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs on this one. I think it'll be a close game, though. But, again, Mahomes has been in these situations. I like a guy that's been there with experience before. So
You got
a score prediction?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
I hate doing score predictions because I feel like it's going to be a high-scoring game, though. I feel like it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I almost don't even want to ask players about anything in regards to that, just because of the whole betting thing. So
that is true.
You pick the Chiefs, good enough for me. High scoring. All right, let's move on. I don't know what they can or cannot do anymore. So
that's true. And by the way, you know Patrick Mahomes is good when with his shirt off he looks like me. So that's a good way to go. that two-pack. I mean, that was tough. All right, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, shout out to Columbia, South Carolina. Thank you for joining us here on set here at Super Bowl 58 at the Bellagio. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about those quarterbacks, Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, right after this.